Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Von Duprin number 1606 strike for the 22 series device. Not a real common strike. The standard roller strike is going to be the common one for the 22. Even the 1609, the strike that you use for double doors, is fairly common. But this is going to be a scenario where you have an unusual frame and door backset condition. Okay, that's what it is. We're going to go over exactly what this is for, where it's used. I had that backwards. Okay, so that's a 1606 strike for the 22 series. Dull black finish is what they say this is available in only. Minimum style dimension for this strike is 3 15/16, and that's probably why you're using a 1606, because you need to get your door style. The available real estate you have is a little smaller, and you can go from the standard strike to the 1606 and it will then work. A couple of basic dimensions, and then we're going to hop to the manufacturer's catalog. Overall height, about 3 7/8. Overall width, about 1 3/8, maybe 1 7/16. Overall projection, about 5/16. Now, let's get to the cut sheet for this strike, and screws are indeed included. They're going to give you 2 machine screws and 2 wood screws is what's here in a complementary color. Okay, let's take a look at the cut sheet from the manufacturer. Now, here's the item that we're looking at, and of course the 1606 is used in several additional applications than just the 22 series device. It'll be seen in the 99 and the 33, the 55. It'll be used on mullions as well. And while it's not here at this moment, there will be a link by the time you're seeing this video to cut sheet. I have that document pulled up here, and there may be 8 or 10 pages in the document, and what it does is it simply shows the instances where the 1606 strike occurs. So for a 99 device, single door strike, 1606. When you are needing a strike that's going to give you, the advantage of what a 1606 will provide, and what you end up really getting into is when you have a smaller style than standard. And this sort of drawing, this view is the classic view as far as I'm concerned, because it will show you, if we're looking at the standard 299 is what it is. Okay, so the standard 299 strike that would come with, let's say, a 22 device, got this amount of dimension here, 13/16. Okay, but if you're dealing with a frame where you really can't get away with that much projection, or I should say an application, and you need to bring it all closer, an additional 3/8 in fact. It cuts the distance in half. You can get into that 1606. Okay, projection 3/8. Panic devices only, that's important. Don't put that on a fire-rated door. It's not approved for that at all. And as we scroll through the catalog, we'll see that it's used in their 1654 steel mullions. Okay. On the 33 device, a great example of it is the 299 will require a 2 3/4. The 1606 picks you up a 1/4 inch. Should every 1/16 of an inch really matter, and sometimes it does, you could look at a 1606 strike, but do of course be mindful. You're going to need to prep that frame. It's not really well shown here, but you're going to need to prep the frame for that dust box, so to speak, that is included with the 1606. Again, on the 1654 mullions, this is shown in the 22 series now. Minimum door opening chart. Okay, 1606. This will also affect the door size, or I should say the door opening size for the device, and that is dependent on the strike that you're using. So if you had that standard 299, you need a minimum of 27-inch. But if you get to that 1606, you can get down to 26 and 5/16. So not a huge savings, but like I said earlier, there are times when every 16th or every 30,000ths matters on a project. So as you scroll through, you get additional information. Okay, minimum style dimension is shown here. 4 3/4 style required for the 299. You get down into using a 1606, you can get it down to 3 and 5/16. Single door style width. So that substantially decreases the amount of room that you need. And that could be right where you are. A 4-inch style, sure, use a 22, just use a 1606 strike is what you're going to use. As we scroll through the catalog, again, I didn't mention 88 devices earlier. It will work with an 88 device. And all of the applications where a 1606 comes into play. 55 series is listed here as well. And again, mullion applications. Now, let's finish up this video on camera. So in conclusion, the 1606 strike is uncommon, at least in my experience, only because while it does save you room and space, that's going to be pretty uncommon where you really get down to requiring a pickup of the small amount of incremental gain that the 1606 will give you. And then again, not for fire devices, only for panic devices only. There are two types of devices, panic and fire. Fire is, of course, going to be those approved for use on fire-rated doors, and panic devices are not to be used on fire-rated doors. And it is best practice to consider that a two-way street. You wouldn't use fire hardware on a non-fire rated device. It may not give you the functionality that you need, is the bottom line. Finally, that link below this video to the manufacturer's page will allow you to review not only all of the Von Duprin products that we sell, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the manufacturer's full-line product catalog and several other encyclopedic documents. I will unabashedly admit that I'm quite partial to Von Duprin. I do very much enjoy their product line. It's incredibly well built. It is my device of choice in many instances. It used to be where it was a device that I would use when cost was the secondary requirement and fit, form, and function, durability, reliability was number one. But I've compared Von Duprin against other manufacturers in some specialty devices like 3-point exit devices. They're 98, 99 series in a 3-point variant, a 57 I believe it is. Von Duprin will give you the high caliber quality material, and they'll do it at a price that will compete against anyone, I've been finding. Backed up by exceptional technical support, I find, with exit devices from Von Duprin as well. And under the Allegiant umbrella of exit devices, you'll have Falcon, which was Doormatic, and Monarch at one time. Schlage, LCN are sister companies. Ives, Zero weather stripping. Any questions on the Von Duprin 1606 Strike or any other Von Duprin product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.